Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. Today the discussion is about creating a YouTube video. So I'm sure you all know about YouTube and are aware of it. It's really actually quite easy to create a YouTube account and to get stuff going. So in this lecture I'm going to talk about how to create one, how to upload some videos, and even how to do some basic editing with it. So first thing though you'll need to do is actually start from your Google account. I'm assuming you guys have Gmail, but you also have it through your ASU, right? You have your access to Gmail. So when you're in there, you'll notice there is an option to click YouTube. So just go right in there, click YouTube. I've already set mine up, but it'll ask you to basically do a few little quick checks on creating it, but that's pretty much it. You create your YouTube account, and then you've got this. And so you'll notice that in here there'll be a My Channel spot that has all the videos that you've posted or things that you're watching. And so this is a great place to, where everything kind of gets organized for you. So now you also notice then that there will be a video manager. You can see these are different videos that I've created actually for you guys in this class mostly. So this is really a nice easy way to get things kind of up and going, and I'm going to come back to this one in a bit. So, but first, before we get into the subtle on how to make these, I want to first just run over a few quick tips. I think there's a web page. Link will also be in the on our Blackboard account. You'll see there was some 8 tips that I found here. It was a while back, but I think these are still pretty appropriate. For doing this. So I suggest you read through these, but just quickly to summarize, it's interesting with YouTube, it actually a lot of times you can have a nice homemade feel, sort of like where it looks a little bit like you made it at home. That actually can be quite supportive for this. Now you need to balance this, of course, with having a professional identity to this. And so I will be discussing this a little bit more, but there are times, particularly like if you're having a discussion or if you want to have kind of a feeling like you're, very easily accessible and you want to create a conversation, it actually can be helpful to actually do like a webcam recording only type of style. This is really important for your videos that you really want on YouTube. Not for you really want to try to get your content down to just 2 minutes at the most, if not even shorter. The longer it is, people drop off very quickly in YouTube, as I'm sure you've experienced yourself. And so in that, make sure your descriptions are clear and specific. And you also another nice thing is to maybe build a series of videos rather than just having one long one. This can be helpful for people to kind of have continued buy-in. And then you've already learned about Facebook and Twitter. This is I had you guys learn those first because now you're developing the content that you can then spread out through Twitter and Facebook. And so particularly YouTube, it's really important to know how to spread your message. And that's also through your blogs if you create that. And then, it's important to also remember that you can experiment with this. So, okay. I suggest, read through all of these tips. I think there's some nice ideas for thinking about how to make a nice YouTube video. So now, the first step, though, is, well, how do you get videos into YouTube? After you've created an account, what do you do? There's actually a lot of different ways to do this. So one way to think about it, which I think is really nice, is actually to do these sort of screen capture audios. These tend to have a semi-professional look, particularly if you have a good microphone. So there's actually quite a few different software programs to do this. Actually, as a quick aside, this screen capture is nice because you might be able to do something on the internet like I'm doing, but you also may be able to do things like if you developed a PowerPoint presentation and you want to just give a PowerPoint presentation as your video, you can do that. Or a Prezi presentation, you can do that by these sorts of screen capturing programs. So there are a lot of options for this. So one of the first ones that I would recommend you look into is actually, so first of all, let me say, I'm going to show you many different options to do this, and I'm going to include the links for all these. I don't think anyone really has like a stronghold on the best strategy. I think you just need to find the one that works best for you. So hence why I'm giving you multiple options. Please choose whichever one of these screen capture programs you think works best for you. So the first one I wanted to start with was the Screencast-O-Matic. This is actually a web-based tool, a cloud quote-unquote based tool for capturing your screen. So this is really nice because you don't actually need to download any software, although obviously you can for a PC, not for a Mac. But you can actually just record your screen directly from here. I can't do it right now because I'm doing screen capture with another one and it would mess it up. But you basically, if you do this, if you click on this button, you can record whatever's on your screen. You set the screen size that you want, then you have a little record button, and then you go wild. You just record whatever you're doing. So if you have a PowerPoint presentation, a Prezi presentation, maybe there's something on YouTube that, or on the internet that you want to walk people through, all those things are fine and really nice options for you to do this. The caveat to this is you can only record 15 minutes of information for free, and then you have to start paying for it. You can see this, all this is listed at the bottom of their webpage. But, this is a pretty nice, simple, easy tool. It does post right to YouTube, very easy to create and whatnot. So if you want to get a little bit more, though, this doesn't really have editing or anything like that. So now if you want to get into more editing and other sorts of stuff, the program I'm actually using right now to create this is called Camtasia. And so Camtasia is a really fully featured system. This is actually also the most expensive one, so that's an important thing to remember. But you can use a free 30-day trial to get all the features. So this one allows you to do lots of editing, lots of video options for recording, and it's pretty robust. I've been very happy with this software. But again, it does cost, I think it costs $300 to actually purchase. Oh no, with the educational it's $179, I think. So you guys could get it for $179. But again, you don't have to do that for this class. If you want to, though, you're welcome to do it. But to use this, you could use it for the 30-day trial to create your YouTube video. Another interesting option is actually to use Google Hangout. So this might be a really nice option, particularly later when you guys get into your group project. Maybe you guys want to stage a debate on like some core topic or discussion. You can actually use Hangout and just look for this on-the-air feature. When you start a Hangout, I'm not going to do this because it'll screw this up again, but if you start a Hangout, I'll just get it to the first screen. When you get to this, again, you have to create this through creating a Google Plus account. But this little thing, Enable Hangouts on Air, if you click this will actually record. It'll do some issues that you need to work through. But if you click this, it'll actually record the video, stream it live while you're doing it, but then also automatically connect that to your YouTube channel. So pretty slick. There's actually abilities to do the screen share within there and all that as well. So particularly if you want to have a debate or something like that, this might be a really nice option for you to think about. Then there's also other ones. This one, Debut, is another one that works on both. If you want a free software for a PC, I would suggest Cam Studio. If you want a free one for the Mac, I would suggest Capture Me. This one actually works really nicely, ScreenFlow for Mac, according to one of my friends who has a Mac, but it costs more money. So anyway, so these are all the different options for you to think about for doing it. So that's if you just want to do the screen capture. Now, if you want to actually create a video, you have even more options. So one thing you can do, you can actually just record directly. So notice I just clicked this upload spot on my YouTube channel, and the first thing I could do is record from my webcam. So that would allow me to just basically do this same thing, but you would actually be seeing yourself. You can also create videos, though. So say you have a video camera or something of that sort. Feel free to record them, and then, particularly if you have a Mac, you can use iMovie to edit them down, and then you can just upload them here and you're all set. But then you even have another option. If you have a smartphone, it's actually very easy to upload it. So you notice it's a little bit hidden here, but you'll notice here on this help and suggestions spot, there's this one thing called direct mobile uploads. So this is a pretty neat feature, actually. So what you do is, when you go to here, you'll see that for your particular YouTube channel, they actually have an email that they create for you. So all you have to do is bookmark this email in your phone, create a video, and then when you're done, just email it to your YouTube channel, and it'll automatically be uploaded to your YouTube channel. So again, nice, quick, easy. Particularly if you want to get out there and you have a smartphone or something, this is a nice, quick, easy way to get it. Also, if you're using an Android phone, these things get automatically uploaded as well. You can connect it from your Google Plus account. But again, I won't show that. This is really the easiest way, just assuming you don't have an Android phone. So anyone with any smartphone can do this. And actually, as an aside, if you want other people to contribute to your work, this is actually a really nice option for doing that as well. You can have other people upload automatically. Just share this email with them. But be sparing of that, of course. You don't want content to be generated just by anybody. Okay, so now I've shown you a few different ways to actually record on here. So now the next thing I want you to note, though, is you can actually also do some basic editing. And now I've showed you all those options, like Camtasia, that one, there's a lot of editing functions. It's a lot stronger. Oh, excuse me. Okay, pardon the interruption. With regard to this, you can also do editing of your videos. So if you're back in here, go back to your YouTube channel right here, and you can just basically get back to, easiest way is actually just getting back to your channel. Sorry, I always forget how to do this. There we go. So go to Video Manager. So you click on your name and then you hit Video Manager. And then, okay, so here's all these different ones. So you'll see now you can actually do things like edit these. So let's say, for example, I want to edit this professional communications one that you guys have watched before. So something to note, there's different things you can do. So you can improve the audio, the picture quality, maybe if you're using a mobile.
Hello,
so I'd like to welcome now to the quote that. You can trim the beginning and end of things. Now, the thing I actually really wanted to show here is that you can actually add annotations. So say you wanted to give like a...
So I'd like to welcome...
sorry. That's going to keep happening. I apologize. It does that automatically. But you can add notations like spotlights, labels, notes, speech bubbles. All these things are possible to be added into your screen as you go, and you can set the amount of time that you're putting for any one of those. So that's pretty handy. And then another thing you can actually do is actually add audio files. I'm going to pause that before it makes that sound again. So say, for example, you want to have an audio track running underneath. You can actually see here there's these search all tracks. These are music files and other sorts of sound files that are available via Creative Commons. So you can use these as your starting point. So let's say I want to have Chopin's Nocturne going underneath. Notice here, now it's replaced my audio. But now say you want to have a balance between these two things. You see down here, this is where you can balance it. Right now it's on the only music, but you can have it favor music, be equal, or favor the original audio. So let's say we're going to have it mostly favor the original audio. Gonna fix that.
Hello, so I'd like to welcome you now to
I've got this nice little music going on in the background. So nice music in the background, easy way to do this. You can find the right sound for you. It's really important that you choose music that is not copywritten, that you have open access to do. So using the YouTube one is a very good, important option. Another place you can actually go is called freesound.org. You can look for this. This particularly has a lot of really good sound effects and whatnot, so you just do the search sounds here. So. But anyway, so once you do that, you can also do things like positioning the sound, shortening the sound, having it start and stop during different spots of the movie and whatnot. So again, nice simple options. It makes it so you can really add a nice little flair.
So I'd like to welcome you now to the...
Sorry about that. So yeah, that's a nice quick way of editing it. So for this week, or for this assignment, if you choose to do the YouTube video, similar to the other ones, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to find YouTube channels that have content related to nutrition, particularly if you have ones that are related to the stuff that you're thinking about, that you're doing your research on. Focus on those, find them, and then paste the links in the discussion board, the YouTube discussion board forum, and then just write about things that you really like about it, and then maybe things that you can improve upon. And then the second part is to basically create a YouTube video. I would suggest it no longer than 2 minutes, so keep this short, keep it focused, and just try to inform to the kind of tips that we were talking about before. Now you can make this YouTube video however you like. If you want to do a smartphone, if you want to do it just with a webcam, if you want to do it with doing screen capture software, all of those things are options. That it doesn't really matter. I just want you guys to try to make a YouTube video with this that's focused on the nutrition topic of your choice. So you have to make a YouTube channel and then create the video. And I would also suggest particularly if it makes sense for you, maybe you're doing one of these kind of audio files, maybe you want to add some sound effects or something like that. So just think about doing that when you're making it. But that's not a requirement, just kind of want to make sure you can think about that. So anyway, that's pretty much it for now. So good luck making your YouTube channel and your video.